Right, so for today's video, we'll be talking about a massive company that have recently been called out by a creator for allegedly stealing their idea, packaging, marketing, and just brand in general. Now, the company you need to be aware of here is E.L.F Cosmetics, which I believe is like one of the biggest beauty brands in the world. And they have recently been called out by a creator called Yahne, or Yahne Official on TikTok. Now, before we get to Yahne's video where she's kind of explaining what has happened here, I do think it's important to add some context, right? So if we actually look at Yahne's TikTok account, she has a playlist called Face Card Never Declines. It's got 50 videos. And these videos go incredibly viral. They're basically skits where Yahne goes to like pay for something, but instead of using a credit card, she uses her face card. Most of them involve copyrighted music, so I'm going to show you some that don't have any copyright music in them, but here's an example.
What will be your cash or card today?
Oh, I'm going to be paying with face card.
Okay.
Reach. Thank you.
So yeah, you kind of get the joke, right? Yahne will say face card never declines, meaning like her actual face card and that she looks good and all this stuff. But then she's also saying that her face card doesn't decline in terms of like paying instead of using a credit card. Now, like I said, most of them do involve copyrighted music, so I can't really show them whilst playing the music. But here's an example. They're usually like very quick videos. She does this like camera angle above her head, and this is basically the video. Now, like I mentioned, Yahne has made a lot of videos doing this whole like face card never declines type of thing, right? To the point where it's basically became like her brand. And in fact, I mean that quite literally. She has a brand called Face Card Cosmetics. We can see a website here. The packaging looks almost like a credit card, but they're like beauty products. And yeah, you can see what the packaging looks like right here, which is important to the story. So Yahne's been making these videos for years at this point. They're incredibly popular. She has a brand called Face Card Cosmetics. The kind of slogan for the brand is Face Card Never Declines. And now this is where we actually have a talk about E.L.F Cosmetics, because they've recently released a product where the whole branding surrounding this product is Face Card Never Declines. And in fact, they release an ad which looks very similar to a Yahne video.
I'll take all of this.
Cash or card?
Face card.
Lethal. But you still need to pay for this.
I did slay for this.
No, that's not what I said. Security!
Low-key, her face card's insane.
Apply now for a face card that never declines.
Can you email these to me?
So yeah, as you can see, she goes to pay for something, says she's paying with face card. We then hear the slogan, Face Card Never Declines. We then see like the credit card, which is very similar to the packaging in Yahne's products. There's definitely a lot of similarities, and this actually resulted in Yahne making a video 21 hours ago, as I'm recording this right now, basically calling out E.L.F Cosmetics. We can see the description for the video here. It says, E.L.F Cosmetics stole my likeness and brand, no original content at all, and put it in a commercial and campaign without my permission or compensation. All the receipt is in the video. Face Card Never Declines is my brand and something I spent a lot of time, creativity, and money in building it and cosmetic line. It's not okay to steal. Please spread awareness, and shout out to my supporters for sending me to the commercials, because like I said, I had no knowledge of it. Love you guys forever, protect creators. So yeah, let's actually take a look at Yahne's video, and by the looks of it, this is probably going to become a bit of a legal situation, but we'll get to that.
E.L.F Cosmetics stole my likeness and stole my brand. Face card never declines. Watch this, and then I'm going to drop the receipts, y'all. It's a mess.
I'll take all of this.
Cash or card?
Face card.
What will be your cash or card today?
Oh, I'm going to be paying with face card.
Wait, get my good side. And my other good side.
Low-key, her face card's insane.
Bar for bar, stole my content. Not an original idea in sight. This is my brand, my likeness, and my IP. Yet alone, I have my own cosmetic line to promote. How am I supposed to do that when these brands are attaching their products to my brand?
Yeah, I mean, you can only imagine how much harder this would actually make it for Yahne to promote her brand. I mean, she even shows in the video, like, whenever you search, like, Face Card Never Declines or anything along them lines, it actually comes up with E.L.F Cosmetics line now because of how big of a company they are, rather than Yahne's brand.
It's on their website. Like, it's even on Google search. And this is just a snippet of the face card videos I have done over time. My lawyer even emailed them so that we can settle this offline.
Yeah, so we do actually see some text pop up on screen here that says, it's trademarked under my company's name. The one under my name is not my current trademark. So yeah, she mentions that it's trademarked. We also see this email on screen that was sent to E.L.F Cosmetics from Yahne's lawyer. We can only read some of it, but the part that we can read says, I hope you're well. I'm writing on behalf of UCO Consulting, which represents Yahne Coleman. We are reaching out regarding a recent E.L.F Cosmetics Cosmetics commercial that prominently uses the phrase face card never declines and closely mirrors a skit and delivery style that our client popularized across her platforms. As you may know, a trademark application has been filed on behalf of our client and is strongly associated with her brand, voice, and original creative content. Now, we can't fully see the next paragraph, but from what I can tell, they're basically saying that Yahne has worked with E.L.F Cosmetics previously, but they weren't really transparent with the type of marketing that they're going to be using. And in fact, as this video continues, Yahne does go into more detail around this with like previously working with E.L.F Cosmetics and how they reached out to her. She also mentions that they have sent a cease and desist, to which E.L.F Cosmetics have just ignored.
We sent them a cease and desist and they have not responded. They got the cease and desist because it's certified mail. They approached me in the beginning to do a brand deal with the skincare and incorporate face card. Nowhere in the contract, nowhere in the conversation did they even tell me that they were doing a face card campaign, yet alone I was a part of the rollout.
So yeah, we can see here that E.L.F Cosmetics actually reached out to Yahne to promote this same product. We can see the product name here. This is the same product from the ad. And from what Yahne is saying, it seems like they basically said to her, like, we would want you to promote this product. You can do the whole like face card thing. I assume like put the product on, then do the type of skit that you usually do. But Yahne wasn't aware that that was actually going to be their entire branding. Now, I'm not sure if Yahne did end up making a video kind of promoting this product, but it does kind of beg the question, like, did they reach out to Yahne to promote this product because of this reason, right? Because if Yahne does make the video promoting the product, that could potentially work in E.L.F Cosmetics' favor if this was to go further legally, right? I'm obviously not a lawyer, so I don't know if it would protect them fully, but I can imagine they would use that in like a response, right? Where they would say like, well, Yahne promoted the product. Now, the next thing that Yahne mentions is the packaging, which does look very similar to the packaging that she uses.
This is the PR packaging they use for their campaign. This is the packaging for my lip kit. I invested so much money and so much time into my idea and building out face card and having my own brand, face card cosmetics, just for brands like Neutrogena and E.L.F Cosmetics to come and steal my stuff. Let's not forget, this is not the first brand to come and steal my ideas. And those two aren't the only one. There's a list.
A face card that never declines.
Yeah, so as we can see, Yahne has called out a brand previously for doing something similar, taking the whole like face card never declines thing. And again, this seems to be a company that Yahne had previously worked with. Like, we can see a search result here on Google saying Neutrogena partner, first date always so nerve-wracking, it's by Yahne. It's basically an ad for Neutrogena, clearly. But if we click the link, we can see that the video has actually been removed. So to me, it looks like Yahne had previously worked with this company. They then used the face card never declines thing as part of their marketing. Yahne then calls them out and has obviously deleted this previous post. Which, I mean, definitely doesn't look good for these companies, right? Because these are companies that are clearly aware of Yahne because they've previously worked with her or tried to work with her in E.L.F Cosmetics' case. So they know the type of content that she's previously made. A big part of her content is the whole face card never declines. She even has her own brand called Face Card, and these brands are definitely aware of it before they make these ads. Now, at the end of Yahne's video, she does provide an update and says that E.L.F Cosmetics have actually now replied to her, but they're basically saying they're not going to do anything.
I want to add this update before I post. E.L.F Cosmetics just reached out to my lawyer and said they are doing absolutely nothing to resolve this. So how is that okay?
And yeah, I think it's fair to say people are not happy with E.L.F Cosmetics. I mean, if we look at the comments on Yahne's video, it's filled with comments like this one saying, no, this is so disrespectful. Reheating your nachos with zero credit is so insane. Another comment here saying, flat out stealing an idea when you can partner is a deliberate choice. I'm so sorry this happened to you and really proud of you for finding the strength to bring it to the public. I'm sure it's not easy. And in fact, Yahne has actually left a comment on this post saying, the depression I've been going through because of E.L.F Cosmetics stealing it from me, it's not okay. I literally have to motivate myself every single day. It's not right for creators to put so much time into our creativity and brand for these big corporations to come and steal from us. And yeah, I mean, you can only imagine how much of a big hit this would be for Yahne's brand, right? Because as we saw earlier, if you search Face Card Cosmetics, which is Yahne's brand, it's more than likely going to come up with E.L.F Cosmetics and their face card line, just simply because they're a massive company, so it's going to make it way harder for Yahne to promote her brand. Now, if we actually go over to E.L.F Cosmetics social media, all the comments on their most recent post are about this situation, with comments like this one saying, you're going to stop stealing people's ideas, or another comment here saying, so are you going to address the discourse or stay silent? And another comment here saying, OMG, E.L.F Cosmetics fix this immediately, you're stole my girl Yahne's idea, run my sis her bag immediately, you're stealing creators' work is not okay, I actually liked y'all, fix this. And it's definitely not just the comment section. There have now been response videos uploaded of people calling out E.L.F Cosmetics, like this video here from a user called Queen T. And in this video, she says that people need to boycott E.L.F Cosmetics.
If Yahne ain't gonna say it, I'ma say it. We need to boycott them. Boycott them immediately. Don't buy they shit. If you got they shit and you got enough time to return it to the store, return they shit. We not fucking off on them. Not at all. E.L.F. don't deserve another dollar out your pocket, and neither does Neutrogena. Fuck no.
Now, she does go on to mention that other brands also fuck over creators in different ways. She then says she's proud of Yahne for calling this out and says that these brands do need to be called out.
There are a lot of businesses moving very unethically, and y'all need to be called out on y'all shit. E.L.F, Neutrogena, first up. Next up, I can't wait to see who else calls y'all out, but I'm damn sure about to call my list out. Because you're wrong. You know you're wrong, and your days are numbered. You guys are not the only ones capable of making beauty brands, skincare products, or any of the things that we consume from you. The minute that a content creator realizes that they can become a founder and they can do the same thing that you've been doing, yeah, babe, your days are numbered. Keep treating people like trash. You're going to get what's coming to you. Every last one of you.
Yeah, it definitely feels like this situation is getting to a point where E.L.F Cosmetics can't really ignore it. I mean, they might end up ignoring it, right? But all the comments on their posts are about the situation. The video's only been up for less than a day at this point, and it's on over 500,000 views. That's probably just going to keep on climbing. So maybe they will end up responding, but I mean, as we just heard from Yahne, they end up responding to email and kind of don't really care, it seems. So who knows what they would say publicly if they do release a statement. But bearing all this in mind, I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you believe E.L.F Cosmetics did just fully steal this idea? How do you think this is going to play out from here? And how do you feel like it should play out from here? Do you feel like this is something that should be dealt with in court at this point? And yeah, just let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'm going to leave it there. So if you did enjoy, please do leave a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, goodbye.